Hey, and welcome to Trains Are Fun. This is Jabbo. In this video, we're going to be looking at the turntable again. I have a question now about this, and it's actually from the person who bought the original turntable from me. So I'm going to answer that question for them. Appreciate them buying the old one, the manual turntable. We're also going to be discussing something about these Star Trek trains that Mr. BNSF train spotted. And I got another letter. So I got two letters today from viewers. So this is the Tsar train. A long time ago I did a video and the smokestack was missing. But it's there now. So we're going to get to these letters and see what Mr. BNSF train spotted. So one of the things I noticed in the video with the Star Trek trains is that the logo had changed. But that's not all that had changed. So there was almost a year where I didn't get any of these. And let me show you what he spotted. So I usually go through the pamphlet pretty quickly because it's funny reading. But the picture looked the same to me, but if you look closely, it's not. That is lifelike train track. The way that they joined the tracks together is different. Previously, for many, many years, they've used Bachmann. So now they're not using Bachmann, they're using lifelike. So that may have been why there was such a delay in the shipments, to the point where I thought they had canceled it finally. So yeah, it looks like they're using lifelike track. Or did no, I don't think Bachmann changed theirs to match lifelike. I do not want to buy one of those because it's ridiculous. It's like $85 for just a little bit of track. And when we did the really, really big track setup, 512 pieces of track, that was all 100% Bachmann track. And you have to use an adapter, which they got an adapter right there where you can switch it to another type of connector. But yeah, thank you for spotting that. I totally didn't see it because I kind of just glanced at it real quick. But that is definitely not Bachmann, in my opinion. So I do have the question about the turntable. Why is this train not wanting to go? Oh, he's going the wrong way. I need to clean the wheels on it. So I'm going to back this Atlantic Coastline Tsar decapod into the yard here. It's really not cooperating with me. I think the wheels are dirty. Will that thing fit on the train? Oh yeah, it barely fits. Okay, there he goes. So I'm going to read the letter from Nathan. It says, my name is Nathan. Oh, wait a minute. Let's start over. It says, Dear Jabbo. That's me. It says, my name is Nathan. I am a lifelong train fan, especially Thomas the Tank Engine. I am also the proud owner of your manual Thomas and Friends turntable. I am deeply grateful for it and honored to own a piece of Trains Are Fun history. I have been following your channel for years now, and I have basically watched every single one of your videos. I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say your videos are some of the most wholesome and entertaining on YouTube, especially in the age where vulgarity and negativity are much too common and popular. YouTube and the internet could use many more people like you to represent it, and I will always state with pride that trains are fun. God bless you, your family, and your cat, Charlie. Sincerely, Nathan. And here's the question from him. He says, P.S. How are you able to connect power to each individual roundhouse stall around the turntable? All right, so with the exception of having the motor, yours works exactly like mine here. So you have the manual turning. And so basically when I picked up the manual, I just set this one right back in the same place. So all the power for this comes from the main feed track right here. So there's no wires connecting this. There's no wires here, no wires here. I do have directly across, I have extra feeder wires to help with the connectivity. So basically when the trains in this connect this way, the power comes from these and it feeds this. So what about your sidings like here in the stall? Nothing. There is no connectors at all. It's just an empty piece of track. Where does it get the power then? Well, what happens is, let me see if I can turn this the right way. I'll probably turn it the wrong way. Yep, I went the wrong way. Actually, I want to back it in. This thing may be too... It should fit in the stall. So, okay, so when you turn it, if the power's still coming from here, but now it'll direct it into the stall. And that track will now get power. So I need to go backwards. Oh, this thing is not cooperating. I'm going to have a bad wreck, I think. You know what, I probably should have done this with Thomas or something like that. Did I turn that track off? Hey, this is not working. Sometimes trains aren't fun. So this locomotive is not cooperating. So now it goes. Use a different one. Alright, we'll use Duck. How about that, since Duck is here? Wait a minute, I'm looking from the back. That's not Duck, that's Oliver. We'll use Oliver. So that wasn't the turntable, that was that locomotive. Oh, the other way. Let me go the other way. Alright, so now when I do the power, Oliver should move. Oh, come on. I think. Oh my goodness. Oh no. We just took out Mario. Well, there's an accident. Alright, let's go the right way. Whoops, still the wrong way. Alright, so now the power is directed to that. So whichever stall it is pointed to, that's the way that the power is going to go. So if I want to, let me go back. It's not straight right there. Alright, here we go. Alright, see? And it goes in there. And so there's no wires on that track. It's getting all the power from the turntable now. I just turned the power off. Whoa! Oh goodness. Wrong way. There we go. So the thing you have to keep in mind is you don't want... Oh, let me stop this thing. You don't want locomotives opposite sides. If you do that, then you'll have to do something with insulated rail joiners because, for instance, if I had a small locomotive here and one on there, actually where Oliver was, let's do that one. If Oliver was here and one was over there, they would both move. They'd go in the same direction, but they would both move. So that doesn't work. So that's why I don't have anything really, well, also because of space, but everything's on one side of the layout for the most part. This is the only track where I really couldn't put a locomotive on each one of them. But yeah, basically it simplifies it. You don't have to do any wiring to the tracks. It's just whichever way it's pointing, that's where the power is going to go with your feeder track. And I don't think, is it a special... I can't remember if there's a specific one that is the feeder track. Yeah, I don't remember. But you can just test it out. Just plug it up with power coming from your siding, and then it should work. And we got Oliver. Now watch this. See if I turn it. See, Oliver won't go now. See, he doesn't. I'm doing the. See, he's not going. But if I turn it back, there he goes. See? Piece of cake. So it's really a simplified wiring. So don't worry about any special wiring. You just connect your easy track, whatever one's going to it. Like you have a switch track off of your main line, come up, just plug it in, and then it's only going to power whichever way it's pointing. And that makes it really, really simple. Sorry, Mario. That was actually we'll put Mario over here. He'll be the roundhouse operator. Whoops. Now he fell down again. Man, he cannot stand up. This connects for you. So we got another letter, and I just dropped it in the floor. Hold on. So this is from Ricky, who has sent us quite a lot of letters, and I really appreciate it. So we got an A10 SF locomotive, steam locomotive there. So Ricky says, I have a couple of questions that I would like to ask you. Have you ever thought of making a Lego custom model of either 630, 4501, 611, and or 1218. The 4501 is a Southern locomotive, I know for sure, and the 611 is Norfolk and Western. Those would be awesome to make. The 611 might be easier. I could probably use a lot of reddish brown Lego pieces to make that. I'm just not good at making mocks, my own creations out of Lego, but that would be an awesome idea. So back to his questions. Number 2. Which building kit, its HO scale freight cars, are you planning to keep and or sell? Well, I really don't know for sure. I know I got a lot of, some of the buildings I'm not going to keep, but I think you might be talking about those kits that you got to build. I know that I want to sell the tank cars. And this is my eBay pile. So these Proto 2000 tank cars, I just don't really want to build them. I had them almost ready to go on eBay, and then I didn't put them on there. I don't think they're worth a lot, maybe $8 to $10. But as far as the other stuff, I have not made any final decisions. I just know I got more of that stuff than I actually need. Number 3 says, when the virus is gone, will you go out of your hometown area? Oh, excuse me. I read that wrong. It says, when the virus is gone, will you be visiting these railroad museums in your hometown area, in or out of your hometown area? I get it now. So the Southern Museum of Civil War and Locomotive History, I have been to that. It's been almost 2 years ago now. I do have a video of that, or videos, I'm not sure. That's where the General is stored. So yeah, we've been there. I would like to go there again. Every January they usually have a Trains show. I don't think it's going to happen this year because there hasn't been anything. So it might be 2 years or a year from this January before we ever get to that again. The other one is the Southeastern Railway Museum. I think that's on the other side of Atlanta. I would like to go there. He also says the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum in Chattanooga. Now that was one that I do want to see. Now we did go to Thomas Day Out about 15 years ago. I got a video for that on my channel somewhere. All I got though is just a few shots of it. We didn't go in the museum. We just did the Thomas Day Out thing. I'll try to remember to put a link to these things. So Dollywood Park. Now we have been to Dollywood. Had a blast there with the roller coasters. Rode the actual real coal burning steam locomotive. Got a video of that, I'm sure, somewhere on my channel. That was pretty cool. So I have been there. And the Three Rivers Rambler with the Southern 1S4. And is that what that was? No, I don't know. I don't know where that is. Three Rivers sounds like that's in Pittsburgh that you're talking about. Anyway, he says, stay well and stay safe like everyone else, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, I would. The Southeastern Railway Museum is one I need to go to, and I need to actually visit the TVR Museum and go inside. But yeah, when the things open back up, those are places I would like to go. There's also a one of those like one gauge or whatever it is, the trains that you can ride on that are little, but you can ride on them. There's a place like that here in Georgia on the other side of Atlanta. I would like to go to that. I would like to, if they ever have, the last 3 or 4 years, I never do, when the Piedmont Division has their open houses and all the guys with the model railroads open their house to strangers to come over there and see their train layouts. I've never done that. I'm always, something comes up with work and I'm never able to do it, but I'd love to do that. I'd love to go see like Eric's trains, his O scale layout. And there's some guys that have some awesome HO scale. So that's something I'd like to do as well. But anyway, those are some good letters and questions, and I hope you enjoyed this informative video. I did. But anyway, I'm going to go. Yeah, I promise nothing. Whoops. I promise there will always be a wreck on this channel. Seems like all I ever do. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. You're going the wrong way, Captain Kirk.